Before the world wakes up, there's a moment, silent, sacred, and powerful. It's the moment you decide, stay the same or rise again. Most people hit the alarm and fall back asleep. But the Stoic mind, it wakes up with purpose. Marcus Aurelius said, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to love. Every day is a chance to reset your mind, restart your discipline, and refocus your soul. Your weakness isn't a curse, it's your training ground. Kill it, replace it with strength. This is not motivation, this is transformation. Every morning before the noise of the world reaches you, there's a sacred opportunity, a chance to reset your mind. Most people wake up and immediately carry yesterday's burdens into today. They replay the same worries, the same regrets, the same fears. But the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, taught something profoundly different: the ability to begin each day as if life itself were new. Marcus Aurelius wrote, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. These words aren't just poetic, they're practical. They remind you that the first battle of every day begins not outside, but within your own mind. Before you face the world, you must choose what kind of world you will create inside yourself. Resetting your mind means cleansing it from yesterday's emotional clutter, the anger that lingers, the disappointment that whispers, the anxiety that hides in the background. Each of these thoughts tries to follow you into the new day, but you don't have to take them with you. The Stoics believe that peace is a daily decision. You can choose to start fresh not by denying your past, but by releasing its grip on your present. Think of your mind like a clear lake. Every thought, every distraction, every negative emotion is a stone thrown into the water, creating ripples that disturb your calm. The Stoic practice of resetting is about allowing those ripples to settle through reflection, silence, and gratitude. When you wake up, don't rush to your phone or your notifications. Instead, breathe deeply and remind yourself, I am alive, I am capable, I am in control of my mind. That's how you reclaim the first moments of your day. Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. A reset helps you distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It's an act of mental clarity, letting go of illusions that cause unnecessary suffering. Each time you reset, you are training your mind to focus only on what truly matters: your actions, your character, your peace. This practice doesn't erase pain or difficulty, it strengthens you to face them with calm determination. Life will continue to test you, that's inevitable. But when you approach each day as a Stoic, you no longer react with chaos, you respond with reason. You don't let external events dictate your inner state. To reset your mind is to reclaim your power. It's a declaration that you are not defined by yesterday's failures or tomorrow's fears, only by the strength of your present moment. So tomorrow morning, before the world wakes up, sit in silence, feel your breath. Remind yourself that your mind is yours to command. Each sunrise is a new beginning, and you are the master of how it begins. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about persistence, the ability to begin again, especially after you've fallen. The Stoics understood this truth better than anyone. Marcus Aurelius, despite being emperor of Rome, wrote daily reminders to himself not to conquer nations, but to conquer his own habits, impulses, and weaknesses. He knew that the hardest battle wasn't fought on the battlefield, but within the human spirit. Discipline isn't built in a single day of strength. It's built in countless moments of returning to your purpose, your path, and your principles. When you restart your discipline, you are admitting that you're human, that you've stumbled, that you've lost focus, that you've let comfort distract you. But in Stoic philosophy, failure is not the end, it's information. It shows you where your boundaries are, where your weaknesses hide, and where you must apply strength. Seneca once wrote, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Every time you delay your goals, every time you surrender to laziness or fear, you're giving away a piece of your life. Restarting your discipline is about reclaiming that time, transforming wasted moments into weapons of growth. Discipline is not about intensity, it's about consistency. You don't have to climb the entire mountain today. You just have to take one step forward, again and again. The Stoics practiced this daily. They reflected each night, asking, what did I do well today? What did I fail to do? What will I do better tomorrow? This wasn't self-criticism, it was self-alignment. Epictetus, who was born a slave and became one of the greatest Stoic teachers, taught that freedom is not the absence of restraint, but the mastery of oneself. Discipline, then, is freedom. It frees you from the control of impulses, emotions, and external circumstances. When you restart your discipline, you're breaking the chains of comfort and weakness that keep you stagnant. Think of discipline as a muscle. When you stop training it, it weakens. When you start again, it hurts. But with each repetition, it strengthens until it becomes part of your identity. That's why the Stoics didn't chase motivation. They built systems. They didn't wait to feel ready. They acted because it was their duty. You don't have to feel inspired to be disciplined. You just have to begin again and again. Each morning, remind yourself, I am the master of my habits, not their slave. Each evening, reflect, did I live according to my principles? That simple repetition is how a Stoic mind grows unbreakable. Restarting your discipline means understanding that progress is not linear. It's cyclical. You will fall, you will fail, you will get tired. But every time you rise again, you strengthen your will, your focus, and your spirit. That is the Stoic way, not perfection, but persistence. To restart is to reaffirm your purpose. To be disciplined is to live with direction. And to begin again every day is to become unstoppable. In a world full of noise, your greatest challenge isn't lack of strength. It's lack of focus. Every day, your attention is pulled in 100 directions, news, opinions, distractions, endless notifications. Your mind becomes scattered, restless, and reactive. The Stoics knew this danger well. They taught that true power comes not from doing more, but from directing your energy toward what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This single line holds the essence of focus. Most people waste their energy fighting what they cannot control, other people's behavior, the past, or circumstances they can't change. The Stoic, however, turns inward. He asks, what is within my control? Where can my energy actually create change? When you refocus your energy, you stop leaking power into things that don't serve your purpose. You stop arguing with life. You stop chasing approval. Instead, you learn to channel your attention toward your growth, your discipline, your peace. Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." That is the tragedy of modern life. We are spread too thin. We try to do everything and end up doing nothing deeply. Refocusing means becoming deliberate. It means cutting away the unnecessary and pouring yourself fully into the essential. The Stoics practice this through what we might now call mental minimalism. They believe that clutter, in thought, word, or action, weakens the soul. A clear mind, on the other hand, acts with precision. To live like this, you must create stillness inside yourself. That stillness is not laziness, it's strength under control. It's the calm confidence of knowing where your energy belongs. Imagine your energy as light. When it's scattered, it's soft and unfocused. But when concentrated, it becomes a laser capable of cutting through obstacles. That's what focus does to your life. It transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. To practice Stoic focus, start with awareness. Notice where your energy goes during the day. How much time do you spend reacting, scrolling, comparing, complaining? Each moment spent on what you can't control is energy lost. The Stoic path teaches you to reclaim that energy and direct it inward, to your craft, your character, your calm. Epictetus reminded his students, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. That reaction, that choice, is where your energy should live. When you place your attention on your response rather than your frustration, you grow stronger and more centered. Refocusing your energy also means aligning with your values. Ask yourself, does this action serve my higher purpose? If it doesn't, let it go. Energy spent on trivial things is energy stolen from greatness. So, when life feels chaotic, pause, breathe. Remind yourself, my focus is my power. Bring your attention back to the present moment, to what you can do right now with what you have. That is the Stoic way to refocus, not by controlling the world, but by mastering your inner direction. When your energy is disciplined, your mind becomes unshakable. And when your mind is unshakable, nothing and no one can steal your peace. At the heart of Stoicism lies one timeless truth. Your mind is your kingdom. Everything you experience, success, failure, joy, or pain, begins and ends with how you choose to think. The Stoics didn't seek to control the world, they sought to control themselves. That is where true power begins. To reset your mind is to rise above the noise of yesterday, to begin each day with awareness and gratitude. It's a reminder that the past no longer owns you and the future doesn't define you. What matters is this moment, right now, and the strength you bring to it. To restart your discipline is to honor your duty to grow. You will stumble, every human does. But discipline is not perfection, it's persistence. Each time you stand back up, you build something unbreakable inside yourself. Every act of consistency shapes your character, and every moment of effort refines your soul. To refocus your energy is to reclaim your life from distraction. Stop giving power to what you can't control. Instead, invest that energy in your purpose, your principles, and your peace. The world will always be chaotic, but your response can always be calm. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor philosopher, said it best. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This is the essence of the Stoic path, not to escape life, but to engage with it wisely, courageously, and with discipline. So each morning, remind yourself, you are not your thoughts, you are their master. Reset, restart, refocus. Because the world doesn't need a perfect person. It needs a disciplined mind, guided by wisdom and strengthened by peace.